thank the organizers of Tamil Muriyal Sangam for conducting a panel discussion based on the book, A Meaning-Centric Tool for Making Thesaurus in Tribal Languages. I take this opportunity to appreciate the efforts taken by the compilers, Dr. S. Sundarabalu and Dr. N. Vijayan of Bharatiyar University. I'm also happy to thank the Rashtriya Uchchar Shiksha Abhiyan, RUSA, for the generous grants extended for this innovative research work. About the workshop, because so far we have been listening to the previous speakers more on the content part of the book, the volume, and also the their own experience in the field. Let me also say something about the book and also my experience with the workshop. This volume consists of about 237 pages, which was in Tamil. And I wonder that the Tamil used here is not exactly the spoken Tamil, but almost the written Tamil. But I hope the field investigator can change accordingly when he or she goes for the field work. So that way, this book is really a welcome one for anybody who is doing the work. About the workshop that was conducted offline, a 5-day workshop was organized at the Department of Linguistics, Bharatiyar University during 24th to 28th February 2020. The main aim of the workshop was to prepare a comprehensive questionnaire for data elicitation, which will lead to the preparation of a thesaurus involving 4 tribal languages, Virula, Iraballa, Mutuba, and Malasar. So this was the aim of the people or the scholars who have done this work. A few subject experts were invited for the purpose. After the introductory remarks by Professor Karunakaran, the participants were classed into 9 groups. Each group had one senior expert, 2 or 3 faculty members, and a few research scholars and MA students. So I was head of one such group, and I have to tell one more thing here that Professor Karunakaran, he never worry about the hierarchy. He also was heading one such group. He was sitting there having more and more tasks to the younger people there. Each group has prepared questions from the domains and subdomains. More than 12,000 questions were written by the participants. You just imagine how is it possible to write 12,000 questions in Tamil under the 13 domains which they have already identified. But it was done. The research scholars and students, the first year students, the second year students, and also some research scholars from the Tamil department showed more interest and enthusiasm. This made the workshop a successful one. I thank Dr. V. S. Subramanian, the head of the Department of Linguistics, Bharatiyar University, for all the help extended during the workshop. Later, the investigators found that there are many duplications because we have set now 12,000 questions of different domains. Naturally, there will be duplications. They sat together and deliberated. The questionnaire size was reduced to 6,700 questions. So that they have done after we submitted the data to them. The second workshop that was conducted online because of the corona fear. Due to the fear corona spread, the second workshop was conducted online during 19/10/22, 23/10/1920. 2020. The hard copy with the reduced number of questions were sent to the experts with a request to modify the questions in the domains allotted to them. After the corrections were made on the hard copy, each expert was allotted time to present his views in the morning session or in the afternoon session for these 5 days. Thus, the experts gave their views and the corrected copy was sent back to the investigators. So this was the procedure which was conducted by the organizers or the investigators. They made further changes, arranged the domains, rearranged the domains and subdomains, and finally the present volume is born. This work as a tool for data elicitation is in a pioneering one. This has taken semantics as a basis for the preparation. This is self-explanatory in nature. So I have to tell that all these number of pages, you see 237 pages with 13 domains. When anybody goes through it, any research scholar or a field investigator who wants to go to field work, this is self-explanatory in nature. They need not go to dictionary. They need not discuss with any elders. So when they read it, they are able to understand it. They can go directly to the informant. They can collect the direct data, means primary data from them. So that way, the investigators are really taken much care that to make the Tamil language so easy, and also the ordering, etc., so that anybody who wants to do the research on here can go directly to the field work and collect the data. Okay, this is about the nature. The field investigator with very less knowledge about the data elicitation can also use this volume successfully for the data collection. This systematically produced volume using scientific methodology has to be translated into other Indian languages so that it can be elaborated or extended. So this is my suggestion here. No, I have never seen, as Dr. Uma was telling right now, I have never seen any such elaborate questionnaire using the Tamil language. This is the first kind. So this can be extended. This must be translated to at least other Dravidian languages so that the others can use them very well, because these domains and subdomains consist of all the informations which are required for the data collection. And I'm not telling that this is conclusive one. That may not be possible, but as far as possible, the investigators and the research scholars and they have engaged and they have collected data in a meticulous way. And here I have to tell one more thing. During the offline workshop, that was the first one, when we were engaging the research scholars of linguistics department, the first year students, second year students, as well as the students from the Tamil department. And each day there were a lot of improvement. The first day, they are not able to catch up so many things, because as experts, we have gone to different field roads and we know what is actually required and what should be the input. But probably these students may be new to the situation, but the second day, third day, and fourth day, and fifth day, they came up with a lot of information. And especially for the words connected with the women affairs, like dress code, cooking, and supplying food, etc., buying food, agriculture, so many other things, they came with a lot of new examples and new words. So that is really a appreciable thing, because they belong to the neighboring areas, and there are one or two from some tribal areas also. And they came up, the students came up with a lot of sentences, lot of words, lot of phrases, lot of idioms, which they have been using. So this made the workshop a successful one. So whenever, suppose if a few experts sitting together in a room, and if you are going on brainstorming exercises, we may not be able to get all these things. But the first day when we are able to suggest certain things, and they came with many new things, which they come across in their own family, from their own neighbors, from their own friends, etc., etc. So this, I thought we were able to make them realize their own culture, their own resources, their own friends' resources, etc. So all these have come into this volume. That is more important for me now. So, okay, this volume should be translated. This is my suggestion. Another is, this volume indicates 13 domains and 428 subdomains. Closed-ended questions and open-ended questions were given. So we know that there may be sometimes only closed-ended questions. There is either yes, no. So beyond that, it may not go. And lot of questions were only open-ended questions. Open-ended questions is nothing like nothing but you are asking a person, உங்க ஊர்ல என்னென்ன festivals இருக்கு அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, so there will be they are mostly Hindus. There may be so many deities names, so many festivals will be there. So that is an open-ended question. So they can give lot of answers for such questions. So in this volume, in this questionnaire, I have seen lot of open-ended questions. Both the types are necessary for fieldwork. The written Tamil is used here, but I said earlier, but the investigator can change it to spoken Tamil whenever it is necessary, which may be natural one. In the second page, it is indicated as, it's in a capital letter also, as not for sale. I was wondering, you see, we are discussing about the book now. We feel that you should reach all communities, all the people, all the scholars of different languages, and all the scholars should use this book to elicit data from other communities, etc. Then why this not for sale? So I was just worried why it is not for sale. Okay, anyway, the first edition has come up, and I request the investigators to have another edition, and another edition should be a priced one. I don't know what should be the price that you have to fix up, and the scholars should be encouraged to buy the volume and use it for their own purpose. So these are some of my suggestions about this one. Now, as a part of this workshop, I was totally happy that the older generation people are guiding them, but real workers were the youngsters. They're not merely working. They came up with more and more enthusiasm, and these are my humble request that translation must be there, second edition must be there, and it should be a priced one, and only then scholars working in other tribal languages can buy it and use it. This is my humble discussion. I congratulate the investigators, both Dr. Sundarbalu and Dr. Vijayan, for such a venture. And so far, I have seen a very few questionnaire which are meant for the tribal languages. In my days in Trinamalai University, there was one, and even the scholars who go for tribal work, they go with a handwritten questionnaire. They want to collect data for the kinship terms, then body parts, name of body parts, name of months, name of weeks, name of food items, name of diseases, etc. So this was considered to be a questionnaire. And then I came to know about the English questionnaire prepared in English by the Central University of Karnataka, Central University of Kerala, Kasaragod. That was used by the people there. Then recently in 2016, one was prepared by the CAL. It's a very standard one. The title is Language Documentation Handbook, which was prepared during 2016. But now this one is a really welcome one for as a questionnaire, which is prepared in Tamil, and appreciate both the scholars, both the young scholars who have ventured to do it. Thank you very much.